Welcome to all. In this mathematics video, we study the derivative. On the request of the many, here we prepare an basic video for what is a derivative, how to use a derivative formula. There are some problems in which you must know how to apply the derivative. Let's start with some formulas. Now before start this video, if possible, you can sit along with the writing material while watching the video to understand very easily the mathematical concept. In this video, we study one new technique called mind map to understand and remember the derivative formulae. In the center of this mind map, we write down d by dx, that is the main concept. So first of all, we find what is the derivative of k. The derivative of k is 0. Derivative of x raised to n is n into x raised to n minus 1. Derivative of a raised to x is a raised to x log a. Derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x. Derivative of log x is 1 upon x. Derivative of sin x is cos x. Derivative of cos x is sin x. Derivative of cot x is minus cos x square x. And derivative of cosec x is minus cosec x cot x. Now how to remember this? If you take 1 cosec from this to this side, so out of this 1 cosec to this side, we are left with minus cosec x and cot x. We take to this side. So derivative of cosec x is minus cosec x cot x. And if you observe, there is minus sign for these 3. So whenever there is a CO in the function, we get an minus derivative function values. So this is how you can remember. Derivative of tan x is sec square x. So similar manner, what will be the derivative of sec x? So if we take 1 sec x here, so we are left with sec x and tan x. So obviously the derivative of sec x is sec x tan x. So this is what the basic concept. If you draw this colorful diagram, the main process is in the center you have to draw the main title. In the next cycle we have to write the subtitle, and after that we write down the related things. So definitely you can understand, you can remember this formula. So this is one of the technique. Now let's start for the derivative of an inverse function. Derivative of sine inverse of x is 1 upon square root of 1 minus x square. Now we see the derivative of cos inverse of x is same, but just the little change, that is there is a negative sign in the numerator. So cos inverse of x is minus 1 upon square root of 1 minus x square. Now the derivative of tan inverse of x is 1 upon 1 plus x square. Now we find the derivative of cosec inverse of x. So cosec is a reciprocal of sine. If you observe here, there is a plus 1. So here what we have, the minus 1. And the previously we see the derivative of sine inverse of x and cos inverse of x same, but there is a change in the sign of numerator. So similarly, the derivative of sec inverse of x, we get 1 upon square root of 1 upon x square root of x square minus 1. Only change in a numerator value. So if we apply the same relation for cot inverse of x, for cot inverse of x, we get this a sign change in the numerator value of tan inverse of x, that is minus 1 upon 1 plus x square. You can understand the derivative in a single line. So let's understand what is the derivative of 3 with respect to x. So before going for the derivative, understand what is a variable. So here variable x, and x is not present in a 3. So derivative of 3 is 0. Similarly, the derivative of a is 0 because here the variable is x. Variable is x, and in the a there is no any x, so derivative of a is 0. Derivative of k with respect to x is again 0 because there is no x in the k. Derivative of sin b with respect to x is again 0 because there is no any x in sin b, so derivative is 0. Derivative of e raised to a, the variable is x and there is no any x in this, so derivative of e raised to a is 0. Derivative of log a with respect to x, there is no any x, so is 0. Derivative of a raised to b with respect to x, there is no any x, so it is 0. So all these are constant with respect to x. So observe, whenever you need to find a derivative, you need to first of all check what is a variable. Now let's check. Derivative of a with respect to a is 1. But here derivative of a with respect to x is 0. Because when we take a derivative of a with respect to a, there is a present in a, so derivative is 1. Similarly, derivative of k with respect to k is 1, but with respect to x is 0. Derivative of sin b with respect to b is cos b. So here we use a formula of derivative of sin x is cos x. Now derivative of e raised to a with respect to a is e raised to a. So if we take a derivative of e raised to x with respect to x, we get e raised to x. Now derivative of log a with respect to a, we use a formula of derivative of log x is 1 upon x. Similarly, derivative of a raised to b with respect to a. So here we use a formula x raised to n, it is n into x raised to n minus 1. So we get b a raised to b minus 1. Derivative of a raised to b with respect to b. So here the variable is b. So we use a formula a raised to x. Derivative of a raised to x is a raised to x log a. So here we get a raised to b log b. So the conclusion of this, the single line statement for the derivative, first of all understand what is a variable. Once you know the variable, it is easy to apply the formula. So most of the time I get the comment that I know what is a derivative, but how to apply the derivative and where to apply, that is the main problem. So remember, find a variable, it is a solution, it is the answer for all these questions. Now we find some example related to the derivative of x raised to n. Derivative of x raised to n is n into x raised to n minus 1. So first of all we write 4 x raised to 4 minus 1, that is 4x raised to 3. Now take one more example. Derivative of x raised to minus 4 is again n, that is minus 4, x raised to n minus 1, that is minus 4 minus 1. So get minus 4 x raised to minus 5. Again, derivative of x raised to 1 by 2, we take in fraction. So it is again n, x raised to n minus 1. So we get 1 by 2 x raised to minus 1 by 2. So hope you understand how we apply the derivative of x raised to n. Now we go through some properties. Derivative of u plus v, that is addition of two functions. Here we apply the derivative separately. So derivative of u plus derivative of v. Let's take in one example. Derivative of x square plus sin x. So we apply derivative separately on x square and sin x. So we get derivative of x square is 2x plus derivative of sin x is cos x. So whenever there is an addition of a two function, we can apply the derivative separately. Let's go for the next property, that is derivative of subtraction of two function. Here again we apply the derivative separately. So we get derivative with the help of example. We understand derivative of x square minus sin x. So derivative of sin x square minus the derivative of sin x. Derivative of x square is 2x and derivative of sin x is cos x. So this is how we can apply the derivative on to the separate function. Now we see the another property, that is derivative of constant with a function. So here we take a constant outside. So already we study what is a constant. Whenever there is no variable present in that function, it is called constant. So derivative of 4x cube, here the 4 is constant, so we take it outside, and derivative of x cube is 3x square. So the final answer is 12x square. So let's take one more example. Derivative of x cube cos a. So here if you observe, our variable is x and there is no any x in cos a, so definitely that is a constant. So we take cos a outside and derivative of x cube is 3x square. So finally we get 3x square cos a. So this is how we can apply the property. Now if there is a derivative of product of two functions, we keep first outside and we take a derivative of second, and then we take second outside and we take a derivative of first. So this is how we can apply. Let's take an example, derivative of x square sin x. So we first of all take x square outside, derivative of sin x, and then we take the sin x outside and derivative of x square. So x square outside, derivative of sin x plus sin x, x square outside. So what is the derivative of sin x? Derivative of sin x is cos x and derivative of x square is 2x. So finally we get this. Now see the next property, that is a derivative of u upon v. So first of all we take a denominator outside, derivative of the numerator minus, now we take a numerator outside, derivative of the denominator. There is a subtraction in between these two, remember this, divide by the denominator square. So let's understand this with the help of an example. So derivative of x square upon sin x. So first of all we take sin x outside, derivative of x square minus, now we take x square outside, derivative of sin x, divided by denominator square, that is sin x square. So we get derivative of x square is 2x and derivative of x sin x is cos x divided by sin x square. So if you understand how to apply this property. Now let's go with the chain rule. It is due to the chain rule we can solve very complex derivative functions with the help of this chain rule. So first of all try to understand what is a chain rule. So let's take an example. Now we want to find out a derivative. For this particular chain rule we need to focus on an outside function. So we know what is the derivative of log x. So you say that there is no any x here. So consider this as x. So derivative of log x is 1 upon x. So what is our x here? It is sin a raised to x. So we get 1 upon sin a raised to x. But this is not the x. So we have to take a derivative of this again. So derivative of sin a raised to x. Again we need to focus on the outside function, that is a sin x. And we know the derivative of sin x. Derivative of sin x is cos x. So derivative of sin x is cos x. So it is cos a raised to x. But here we consider this as a x. So we need to write down the derivative of this also. So derivative of a raised to x. Now here we know that the derivative of a raised to x is a standard function. So here we need to stop. So derivative, here we take this cos to this side, numerator, and denominator to this side. And derivative of a raised to x is a raised to x log a. Hope you understand this. Now before going for the next step, subscribe the channel, press the bell icon to get the new updates. Let's take one more example. If you observe, the first function is sin x and the derivative of sin x is cos x. Consider this as a x. So we get derivative of sin x is cos x raised to n. Now we take a derivative of x raised to n because it is not x. So derivative of x raised to n is n into x raised to n minus 1. Let's take one more example. So here if you consider this as x, our standard function is x raised to n. So derivative of x raised to n is n into x raised to n minus 1, and we need to take a derivative of sin x. So derivative of sin x is cos x. So derivative of sin x is cos x. So this is how we can apply the chain rule. Hope you understand. When you want to solve the derivative, first of all you need to focus on the variable. What is a variable for the derivative? Then note down all the functions in the questions. So once you note down all the function, you must know what are the formulas we have to use. and find out is there any composite function so that you can apply the churn rule. Hope you understand. Thank you. Visit again. Subscribe the channel to get the new updates. Do your best. Thank you.